Hey y'all, guess where I'm at? So yeah, let's talk about breakdowns. They happen, they sure do. Well, what I found, I'm outside. We'll make this work, I promise. I know, and I can't have my tripod out, so I gotta hold my phone up. This is different. Well, I felt like something was pressing every once in a while. Something was pressing against when I braked. Something was pressing against something. Didn't make noise. Can't always go by noise, I guess. But yeah, I felt like something was pressing. It was concerning, and it didn't happen all the time. And then when I braked, it didn't go like that, but it was more like just a little bit of vibration. So I brought it in and found a really nice place. It's a Napa Auto Care Center. They're really nice in here. It's in Sparks, Nevada, which is, it's connected to Reno. But it is Sparks. Let me walk around here and I'll talk to you. And it's the rotary, the brake rotary. So, those things can happen. Now, it's expensive. It's going to be about $1,000, close to $1,000. And I said, let's go for it. Because I'm thinking about taking off and going, I'm going to have to go through the Sierras and thinking about taking a trip to the Pacific. Yeah, I want to see the Pacific. I want to see the ocean a little bit. I just want to see it. It doesn't mean I want to stay, but I do want to see it. Let me lean against here. I don't know what business this is. What is this? Over here and in there is my minivan. My home. Remember I said that I call, what's the name of your minivan? I said, well, I'm going to call it home because that's what I call it. It's like I had a cat. Oh, I loved my cat. But I'm not one for naming things. And so I just named it Cat. K-A-T. I said, well, it's short for Catherine, so it's Cat. Because I said, well, that's my cat. That's Cat, Yeah, I didn't want to, name. I don't like to name things. I'm not one for naming my vehicle either. I call it, it's home. It's home. So my home. So home is in there. Now, what's going to help me with this? Well, my savings is going to help me. I keep a good savings. I've always been a saver. You turn around, you can see traffic. Oh, there's somebody in their office. They're probably, let me come over here. They're probably thinking, what's she doing out there? Yeah, you have to have a savings account because these things can happen. And things are getting expensive. I don't know if you're experiencing it, but they really are. Things are not cheap anymore. I think that inflation is going up a bit. I mean, already gas is almost $4 here. In fact, some of the places it's edging up past, hot rodder. Yeah, it was like $3.79, now it's $3.99. And I saw one price when I was coming here, it was like $4.07 or something. I'm like, oh boy, here we go into the fours, So you have to have a good savings account. Now, as far as brakes, he did mention, he goes, well, you got some weight in there. And when you're going, I really felt it a lot when I was going downhill. And I had to go through Wyoming and Utah. And I actually found Utah even worse than Wyoming. People say, oh, Wyoming. I found Utah on 80 coming across. Oh yeah, it was Utah. There was a point where it went down. We must have been going up, up, up without realizing it. And it was very subtle. But all of a sudden, and it went on forever, down, down. And it was down, so you couldn't see how long it was going. It would go around and then down, down, down. You think, big truck. You think, oh my gosh, it's got to be over in a minute. wasn't. I saw smoke coming out of some of the brakes. Yeah. Well, I had learned, my wonderful friend, he taught me. I said, well, I don't know how to use that plus and minus. Help me, because I'm afraid to use it and practice it. I'm afraid I might hurt my home. Yeah. And I was just being a little chicken. You know, I always say be brave. Yeah, well, you know, I can be a chicken too. Well, finally I realized that I got to do this. He told me what to do. I said, well, I got to do this. I got to, because I'm braking, you know. And I did it, and it did help. Now, it did make my altimeter, it went all the way up to like 4. It goes up 1, 2, the more that you're stepping on the gas and it's got to work. Well, it was up to 4, and I'm like, man, I'm using big gas now. So yeah, I mean, you know, brake pads, new transmission. I don't know. But he said in Napa, he said that use your transmission, the gear going up and down. He said, don't be using your brakes so much. So, yeah. Well, my next stop going over mountains probably would be going over the Sierras and then come to like the Sacramento area and then go on over to San Francisco. I've never seen San Francisco before. Well, I'm just kind of going on and on, aren't I? Okay, so let's get back to the vehicle situation. I think it's important to be able to do some of the maintenance on your own. And that's checking your fluids. Check your fluids. Don't wait. Check them. Once a week, I check my fluids. And about once a month, I check my air filter. And you have to know how to do it. Don't check your oil when it's hot. Don't do that. You gotta wait for all the oil to settle in. You have to, somebody wanted to pull in here. You have to check your oil when it's cold. Oh, this is a good background. Oh, I like this. Yes. I feel like I'm in a cave. Yeah, I'm in a cave. I know this guy's like photography. Now, your transmission is a little bit different. On mine, there's a notch for when it's hot, and then there's a notch a little bit lower when when it's cold, when my engine is cold. So because everything kind of has to settle in. But on mine, my oil does not have a cold notch. So I always have to, no, it doesn't have a hot, it has a cold. I have to check my oil when it's cold. Now, as far as your fluids, I have an overflow and I kind of check that. But if you're going to check and you're going to take the cap off of your radiator, oh my gosh, feel it first. Always feel it. I will put a link up here, or whichever side it comes up on, a link where there'll be like for checking your fluids and doing proper maintenance for yourself on that. So I'll include that one. That's from way back when I was here last year. Red was in that one. Red's here again. Thank you, Red, for coming back. I think he's gonna leave again for a little bit, but he's coming. But he is here, and I'm a better person for it that he's back here. Because I just feel when I'm here, I don't know. Let me put this out here. I feel a little safer when he's here. Not that he's gonna like be my knight in shining armor. He's already made that clear to all. A lot of girls are out here that's like, oh, you know, he tells her. I tell him, say, I'm not your knight in shining armor. I'm not gonna defend you. You got to defend yourself, because he's a kind of a guy. He's kind of a big, you know, yeah, he's a big guy. But so I don't expect him to save me, but people are behave more when he's around. So there's a good one. They behave more, yeah, at the park. Now, you also want to check your tire pressure. It's good to have a pump, and make sure you're not just, you know, jump starting any old person. No. Stop doing that. Carry yourself a good jump starter. That way, if they need a jump, you can say, here, let's use this. Don't use your battery and, your system for jumping. I want to talk about if something more serious was going to happen with my vehicle. I mean, seriously, what if, because I did wonder, sometimes you got those bushings under there. And sometimes now the bushings, they come in like this formed plate. You can't just buy a bushing. It comes, they're connected to a metal piece. You have to buy the whole thing. It can be expensive. Way back when I was in Ohio, it was like, at one point I spent $3,000 on fixing, but I'm glad I did. It was the bushing and it was the piece that holds up on your engine area. And that was starting to come loose. And what the sign of that going bad was that when I braked, it was leaning to the left. And it didn't shimmy like this, it shimmied like this, yeah. So, and it wasn't so bad, but I took it in and that's what it was. That whole piece had to be replaced. It was expensive. I mean, it was worse than this. So when you feel things going wrong, don't ignore them because, it's that old stitch in time saves 9. I mean, come on. If you get a stitch done, you're done. But if you let it go, you're going to do 9 stitches. Yeah, okay. What if Ben Franklin say that or something like that? Good old Ben, we love him, yeah. Yeah, the kite thing. And he was quite the inventor, wasn't he? And he was quite the quota. Let me do this. Woo! There we go. There we go. Okay. Do a little modeling here for you. So, yeah, I'm in Sparks, Nevada. I'm going to feel so much better going too because after this is done because I'm going to start heading down to Carson City more often. I want to explore Carson City. I want to get to Virginia City too. Maybe Kitty, remember Gunsmoke, Virginia City? Yeah. I think that was filmed in Hollywood though. I'm getting tired of this scenery. Let's find something else. There's Baldini's. You can't see it. It's too hard. There's Baldini's there. It's a casino. I could go in there and have lunch. I don't gamble. I don't like losing my money, and I don't know how to gamble. Some people know how to do it. I don't know. I don't know nothing about gambling. First time I ever went into a casino in my life was in Parker at the Blue Water Casino. And I remember, get this. I'll sit here and tell you a story. I walked in there. I had my phone. Yeah, I know. I figure whatever, just being audacious like I am. And I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to film. Well, somebody came up to me and he goes, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I go, oh, okay, well, I said it's my first time in a casino. I go, okay. I still got some footage, but yeah. Oh, well, I'm naive sometimes. I'm naive about some of that stuff. Yeah, I don't gamble and don't drink. Yeah, I don't smoke pot anymore. I'm from the 60s, so yeah, there's just a lot of things I wasn't exposed to. But I've been in a lot of casinos since. I just walk through and they do have good restaurants in there. You know what they smell like old, stale cigarettes. Ashtrays, yeah. So let me see if we can get a few of the mountains over here. Yeah, maybe. Okay. What place is this? Let's see what this is. Oh, I guess it's lightning auctions. Sunshine service. Brake and alignment. Oh, I like that. Open. Well, here was my thought. Let's say, we'll play the scenario game. What if it was my bushings? A lot of times those have to be ordered. I mean, they just don't have sitting around, you know, a Kia Sedona, 2006 bushing, whatever you call them. I'm sure there's a name for them. I'm sure David, he always said, yeah, what are the name of them? I know it's a bushing, but there's got to be another name for them. Well, what I was going to do, because it wasn't as serious and it was only happening every once in a while, I was just going to say, okay, go ahead and order it. And then call me when it gets in and I will come and bring it in. We'll make an appointment to come and do it. So that you can't just, I called a lot of people about this and I said, well, just bring it in and drop it off. Yeah, right. No, I'm not just going to drop off home, and then they can play around with it, and wait till they get to it. No, and I don't want to live in their parking lot either. I've done that once before. I told you about that time that I had to be towed back almost 150 miles. I was leaving Ohio and my alternator and the whole system went down. It was weird. It just went, and it just stopped. And I was just on the side of the highway. Well, it was on a Friday and they were closed. By the time I got there, they were closed. So I literally stayed in their parking lot all weekend. And then Monday thing was Labor Day or something. So it was a holiday or something, Veterans Day. But they did open. I thought, well, I'm going to have to stay a whole nother day. But they did open and they got me a new alternator. And I was on my way. So here we have a Napa worker. They know I do YouTube. I do, yeah. So I want to give them a shout out. Sunshine Services in Sparks. Well, that's what I was going to do. That's what I would have done. Now, what if something happened and it was going to take longer? And I couldn't drive it. It was not, I had to absolutely maybe be towed here. They had to order a part, but I couldn't, take off and drive and bring it back. Well, there's where the problem can lie. You're gonna have to go to a hotel. I do believe, as I see, there's hotels around, there's motels and hotels. You're just gonna have to go and stay until, or sit in the parking lot and live there. The only problem is if it's in the summer, you got the sun, you don't have any shade, it's really horrible. Yeah. But go get a hotel or a motel. Go treat yourself. And therein, you also have to have money. It takes money for all that. Now, it looks like here that they actually perform emissions too. That's different. They would never do that in Arizona. And I will mention in Ohio, in some counties, I love that case. They have townships. I mean, that's just so old-fashioned. They have these townships. I know the township that my daughter and son-in-law, where we stayed, well, they still stay there, that there are very little gun laws. You could literally point a gun out into your yard and shoot a groundhog or something. I mean, that's like, I found that amazing, that in a township you can, a firearm, you can shoot a firearm in a township. Yeah. They want to change it because they said townships aren't the same anymore. They're crowded now. But I still found that amazing that, and they do have a lot of woodchucks, groundhogs. And one had gotten under their pool, their above ground pool. I mean, they could have chewed a hole right through their pool and it's completely damaged. So my son-in-law, he wanted to get that woodchuck. You can also, he got a trap. But he does it. Yeah, he's like, yeah. A little tempting, isn't it? Just open up the window. So yeah, I'm rambling on, aren't I? Yes, I am. Well, it'll be interesting, a little artistic. Ooh, what kind of car is that? A Honda? Oh no, that's a Mercedes. What? Oh, he would have been mad if I would have said that. Yeah. Okay, so what else as far as vehicles go? If you have more to add, please in the comments, add something in there. What was your experience if you had a breakdown? Well, a lot of us do drive older vehicles, and sometimes you have to decide, is it going to be worth it to spend the money? Now, let me add up what I've spent so far. Well, I'm not going to include oil changes because they can be expensive. I mean, I get the synthetic and it can run up to, you know, $80, $90. I spent $3,800 on my minivan when I bought it 5 years ago. So I have put probably a little bit, I put more than $3,800 into it thus far. Yeah. But I like it. I want to keep it. You know, we've grown attached to each other, so yeah. But it runs very well, so it really does. Transmission's good, everything's good on it. I do have that little bit of a gasket, but you know, they checked everything over. They didn't say anything about my alternator. Now, I didn't even mention it, so I was waiting to see what they would say about it. Not one word. And so I'm wondering, when I got my last oil change, Jack told me to use Valvoline. That's what he uses. He goes to a Valvoline oil change, and you know what? They do more than just oil change. Well, they asked me if I wanted my Serpentine belt. I'm like, what's a Serpentine belt? Well, that thing they're called Serpentine because it winds all around all of your engine. All engine parts are all connected to this Serpentine belt. Well, there was a lot of oil dripped on that belt. Well, I said, oh yeah, go ahead and change it. Yeah, I think it was like $100. Oh yeah, change whatever needs to be done. Let's do it before I take off, you know, towards Missouri, Nebraska, Utah, you know. So maybe they saw that the Serpentine belt was so clean. I don't know, but they didn't say anything was wrong with my you know, checking it over visually. They didn't say anything wrong with my alternator. I know that I'm moving this around a lot. This is one of those videos. I don't have my my tripod is up on the rack. It's being up there. It's been lifted up. It's going ah. Okay, another thing to talk about, taking your vehicle to the mechanics. I've heard some horror stories. I didn't worry too much here, but there were some things I put away before I dropped it off. I put some little things that I keep on my bins there by the driver's seat, so I have access to them. They went away. I packed them, and I packed a couple other things too. I did leave my jack rig because, you know, I mean, I would notice if that was gone. Oh yeah, but everything else I just put away. I mean, some people do have a problem with, you know, they're like secret kleptomaniacs. There are people like that. And why cause temptation for them? You know, they think, oh, look at all this stuff here. Yeah, and some of these, you know, so not accusatory, but it's a fact of life. Some people don't like me talking about it like this, but it's a fact of life. I've lived a little bit longer. I've seen a few things, and yeah, there's some, and it's sort of like you don't put a drink in front of an alcoholic, you know, so yeah. So I'll put those things away. So you might want to do that too when you take it to an auto store. So a mechanic, a garage. I'm excited to get this done. Got some packages from the Teespring merchandise store. Hey. Okay, so let's open these up. Let's see what we got. Looks looks like a piece of clothes. It's a Hanes. Let me see. It's a medium. It says 100% cotton. Yeah, well. Ooh, that's a medium. That's too big. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, but faith is Hebrews 11, 1-3. It's my favorite. Okay, there's one. It's kind of a big shirt. Yikes. Let's see what this is. Let's see, this feels softer. What's this brand? This is called Next Level. Let's see what this is made of. Wow, yeah. It's also way too big. There I am. Yeah. Minivan, yeah. Kind of big. Well, I'll model it for you in my next video. Let's see what this is. Box. There we go. Oh, there I am again. Yeah. Not bad. Here's yours. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Okay. This isn't bad. This is nice. Well, let's see how this fits. Yeah. This feels softer. I didn't put anything on the back. I think my next ones I design, I'll put something on the back. This could almost be like a night shirt. Yeah, it's kind of big. But we'll see. I mean, maybe not. Let me get it on. It just looks bigger than what I usually wear. There we go. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. Now for you guys, I know you want to walk around with a female on the front, right? Okay, I always kind of do up the sleeve. Here we go. Get a little muscle action going on here. Sorry if I'm not looking at you. I'm just kind of looking at the shirt. It's like a mirror here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see how this is. Oh, no, it's not too... Oh, wow, yeah. Let me see. Okay. No, this is kind of... Wow, this is kind of perfect. I thought it looked too big. This is actually perfect size. So they run good size. And they have a size chart. So, okay. So, I'm the guinea pig here. Yeah, I'm the guinea pig. Okay. Now, let's talk about some stickers. Excuse me. Got my brakes done, the rotary. Then I went to Denny's and had I got the big salad. Yeah, if you're a Seinfeld fan, you know. I got the big salad. And, I'm full. So, excuse me if I'm, yeah. I want to tell you about, cheers. I like it. I want to tell you about my sticker action and my magnet action. It's up. It is up. I'll put the link. Well, I'll put the link. I always put the link. It's at minivanlee.com. It's always up there. Go to it. And I've got the stickers for sale. Everything is set up and ready to go. I've got the stickers here. Let me show you. Okay, stickers. These are the 5x3. Easy to peel off. Yes. Don't ever buy stickers from Teespring. You can't get the back off. It takes like an hour. No, they're not good with stickers. That's why I went with my own. I designed these and then I took them to a print shop. And I'm going to mail these out myself. I'll leave you a little note when I do. This is the 5. It just peels off. It's a die cut. So it's this shape. See? Yeah. So it's this shape. And it's on my website. Buy it. Free shipping, free shipping. Yes, and I'll put it in an envelope. I'm going to mail it to you. Now, these are the 2x4. This is the size that you might want for your rig. I don't know. You don't want me plastered all over, but this is a 2x4. Roughly 2x4. It's approximate because when it's die cut, that means it's the actual shape of it. Yeah. Okay, so these are the stickers. Now I got the magnets. Yes. 3x5 magnet. It's a magnet. Yeah. Yes, sirree, Bob. See? Yeah, it goes that way. And the magnet. Okay. Now I've actually designed more. I've got more designed and I'll put them up. I'll alert you when the new designs are up. Basically, I like this the best, but this area here is going to be a little different for, you guys all might want something else. So yeah. minivanlee.com. Just scroll down just a little bit and they're right there. And then go in and everything is secure. I've secured everything up. It's totally secure for credit card and you can use PayPal. I'm in business, baby. Yeah. So I'll be glad to send it to you and I'll put a little note in there for you. Just let me know. I'll take care of your order. I'll get it out that day. Okay. So have a really good day. I love you guys. You like the shirt. Okay. So this did turn out. And I've designed a couple more. I call it the Faith Collection. Faith is. And it's Hebrews 11, 1-3. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. For by it the elders obtained a good testimony. By faith we understand that the world was framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were not made of things that are visible. That has so much meaning to me. And if it does to you, there's a shirt. You can wear it. Bye. Mwah. Love you.